My dear child, something unusual is unfolding in the spiritual realm at this moment. Heaven has been reaching out to you all morning, and there's a significant reason behind it. A name, specifically a letter, has been echoing around you continuously, the letter M. This is not a mere coincidence, it's a clear message. There's a warning in the air, but only you, the chosen one, can truly hear it. Please do not brush this off. I come to you not just as Archangel Micheal but as a divine messenger sent by God. God is urging me to share this vital message with you before it's too late. So, please subscribe now to ensure you're always informed when Heaven sends you another important word. This message has faced 3 attempts from the enemy to block it from reaching you, indicating its urgency. Someone has tried to hinder this message, but I'm here to explain why. The truth within it will reveal something significant about someone whose name starts with M. You may already sense it, there's something off in your surroundings. You might have been overlooking this strange energy, but Heaven has been monitoring it for weeks. This person is not who they seem. While they smile at you, they speak ill of you when you're not around, and Heaven is aware of their actions. Now, so are you. I urge you to stay tuned, as each word of this message could safeguard your peace, your life, and your destiny. There is a warning directed at you from an extraordinary source in the spiritual realm, pleading for your attention after witnessing the darkness. Their message is loud and unwavering, but only you can act upon it. You have the power to dismantle the hold this situation has over you. Yes, my beloved, something has indeed been done to you, but don't fret, the same God who has allowed you to receive this message will thwart the plans of the one associated with them. Let me clarify, this individual isn't just a casual acquaintance, they could be someone close to you, perhaps in your home or family, or even someone you've recently dealt with whose influence still lingers. They've been blocking your joy, financial success, health recovery, and peace, and they've assumed no one would notice their actions, especially not God. But they are gravely mistaken, for Heaven is acutely aware and is now ready to intervene. However, there's an action you must undertake first. Complete this message without skipping, scrolling, or delaying. Once you reach the end of this divine transmission, something will be unveiled, a long-buried truth will emerge, and the grip of the individual linked to M will be broken. Remember the last time you felt inexplicably drained? Or the dream that puzzled you? That's when their energy infiltrated your space, and it was a deliberate act. They recognized your light but underestimated your protective anointing. Archangel Micheal is here to remind you, you are chosen. When a chosen one receives a warning from Heaven, it's imperative to heed it. Are you ready to uncover what's written about this M in the Book of Judgments? I can unveil it, but only if you are spiritually prepared. This person was never meant to remain in your life for long. They were given a task but have overstayed their welcome, leading to delays in your blessings. This message serves as a spiritual summons with a clear directive: release the one tied to M and receive the miraculous in return. Yes, you are being offered something wonderful, and the moment you remove their influence, a new presence will emerge, bringing a sudden and apparent shift. You'll feel unburdened, experience peace you never knew you were missing, and receive unexpected messages or blessings. However, that cannot happen while M still has a hold on your spirit. Now listen closely. Allow Heaven to guide you in the next steps. If needed, close your eyes as I share how to discern who this M is. They are likely someone you've had doubts about, someone you've even asked God regarding. You felt conflicting emotions, hesitation mixed with guilt for questioning them, but it wasn't your mind, it was your spirit trying to alert you. Heaven is confirming this now. They disguise themselves with smiles. Yet their words undermine you when doors are closed. They preach peace, yet stir conflict in your name. They present humility while secretly vying against you. You know exactly who I'm talking about, don't you? Trust your instincts. The adversary seeks to cloud your judgment, but today, I'm sharpening your discernment. By the end of this message, all uncertainty will fade, the truth will be illuminated, and a divine release will occur. The wind carries an important message right now, and it's clearer than ever. The one link to M has already made their move, but they've forgotten one critical aspect: God sees everything. Nothing remains hidden indefinitely. Today is the day of exposure. Feel those chills? That's not fear, it's your soul acknowledging the truth. That's confirmation from the Spirit reassuring you. This M has already been warned, through dreams and signs, not to bring harm, but they chose to ignore those warnings, provoking a reaction from heaven because you are far too valuable and cherished to endure such treatment. A divine reversal is now activated. Here's what that entails: everything they've projected onto you, words, intentions, plans, will rebound back onto them sevenfold, not out of spite, but in recognition of the purity of your heart. The justice you never sought will arrive unexpectedly at your doorstep. You won't need to lift a finger or utter a word, God will handle it for you. However, be aware, this M may reach out soon, feigning change and sweetness, sensing the spiritual shift, desperate to remain in your life. Don't be misled, their apologies may seem genuine, but if their spirit remains tainted, it's crucial not to revert to old habits. You've grown too much and seen far too clearly to stay oblivious. Heaven assures you, you are no longer the same person, you are crowned now. So respond not as your former self, but as the royalty you are, for a throne is being prepared for you, and one link to M does not belong in that space. Their role in your journey is complete. God has imparted this truth: my child will rise, but only when shadows are cast aside. So rise, beloved. Rise with wisdom. Rise with discernment. Rise holding your sword of light. Know that Archangel Micheal has come to your aid in this specific matter. I do not engage in just any battle, I respond when the destiny of the chosen is under threat, and yours certainly is, but not for long. I've seen the records, I know your name in heaven's archives, and I am aware of what comes next: a divine exchange. Here's what that signifies: when something is taken by means of deception, heaven demands restoration. Because M has tampered with your joy, God is preparing to replenish what has been lost, with something better and more rewarding, and it will arrive swiftly. There's someone coming into your life whose name starts with L or J, bearing the opposite energy of M. Where M brings deceit, this person will bring clarity. Where M creates chaos, this soul will foster peace. Where M takes away, this individual will provide. And they are closer than you think, as heaven clears the path by removing old shadows. But you must first let go. Release that connection from your heart, even if just quietly or in your mind, because unspoken ties can obstruct your blessings. But here's the wonderful news: if you let go now, a 7-day countdown will commence. By the 7th day, you'll wake up to an unexpected change, be it a message, a financial gift, a visit, or a revelation. Yet, this can't happen if you're still holding on to the pain they caused. Let it go. Even if you don't fully understand it, and despite your longing for closure, know this: sometimes God doesn't provide closure, He provides a sword meant to free you from what you didn't realize was harmful. You've shown loyalty, forgiveness, and patience, and heaven has taken note. Your compassion will be rewarded, but not at the expense of your purpose. Now is the time to decide: do you cling to the one who tried to dim your light, or do you boldly walk toward the one sent to reignite your fire? I can sense your choice, as you're still here, absorbing and believing. For that, know that heaven is proud of you and is far from finished with you. Something significant is brewing in November, a key will turn for you soon. A choice you make today will determine what unfolds when that time arrives. This message found its way to you for a purpose. There are millions of people, but only you received this today. This is no coincidence, it's a revelation. And when you act on this revelation, you'll experience elevation. So, here's your next step: say this aloud, aligning your spirit: I release the one whose energy no longer aligns with my purpose. I break the agreement with deception and step into full alignment with divine truth. Amen. That simple prayer just sent shockwaves throughout the spiritual realm. Chains have been broken, clarity has cut through confusion, and a spiritual door has opened for you. Can you feel it? Change is happening right now. But there's more to uncover. The one who affected you wasn't acting alone. Another spirit has been whispering in their ear, a generational spirit that has lingered in your family. It employed manipulation, jealousy, and flattery to interfere with chosen souls and attempted to work through them. But heaven has caught on to this, ready to end it for good. You must recognize it as a recurring pattern, not merely a person. By breaking this pattern, you can shift the course of your entire bloodline. Yes, this is much larger than just you. Your actions today may heal wounds from 3 generations past and bless those for 3 generations ahead. This is why the enemy fought to silence this message, but your angels prevailed, and you were always meant to know this truth. It's time to reveal a crucial point before the next 24 hours pass. The name M has become a spiritual echo around you. And echoes don't lie. You've heard it in dreams, seen it in writing, and noticed it more than ever. This isn't random, it's heaven amplifying the signal until you uncover the message destined for your liberation. Now you're aligned, and the truth will flow over you like oil. Here's a part they never revealed: this person with the initial M was never just a casual figure, they were a decoy, a divine test disguised as something trustworthy. Their kindness masked self-serving intentions, and they weren't committed to your growth, only able to access your energy. But now you've awakened to the truth. The veil has lifted, and your soul sees clearly. That's why the tension has peaked between you and M recently, because when God shakes things up, the rotten fruit falls away. Don't sabotage what God is completing, don't try to restore what heaven seeks to remove. M may reappear in dreams, memories, or even real life, but you will see them for what they truly are. The confusion is broken, and the enemy can no longer hide behind false sweetness. Their name embodies bitterness meant to distract from your destiny. And I must declare this: they were sent to delay your miracle, which is long overdue. Heaven no longer accepts this delay, so I've arrived to expel it, expose it, and announce the next phase of your divine journey. You are entering the most sacred transition of your life. What has been hidden will now be revealed. Your body will begin to reflect this clarity, heaviness will lift, creativity will flow, and love will feel real again. Joy won't merely be a distant memory because M has taken too much from you. But heaven won't let that theft go unnoticed. There will be divine repayment, not just for what was taken but for every second spent doubting and crying in silence. You will be restored and uplifted. Pay attention, a number stands out, 3. This number signifies a time frame, perhaps 3 days, 3 messages, or 3 connections. Within the next 3 days, someone will reach out, a comment, a vivid dream, or even a word from a stranger. Hidden within will be your confirmation. Heaven loves to affirm. Because you've taken the time to read this sacred message, you will be rewarded with an undeniable sign. And when it arrives, don't speak aloud, simply nod in silent agreement. That's how your blessing will unlock. When you spiritually agree with truth, the earth must respond. The angels celebrate when a chosen one awakens to divine alignment, and that's what's happening to you. You are waking up, not just from a physical slumber but from a spiritual one. No longer are you confined in the fog caused by M's presence. You're entering a phase of sacred visibility. People will once again recognize your light, and doors will respond to your energy. Heaven is tuning you like a finely crafted instrument. Soon, your life will resonate in harmony. Stay vigilant, for when one false soul is revealed, the enemy might send another. But this time is different. The one who comes next, bearing a J or L, is not just anyone, they are a key. This person represents the next step toward the divine promise that has been stalled. The initial M was a blocker, but the next individual is a builder. Builders don't arrive by mere chance, they are drawn to your growth. Heaven will always provide a replacement, but what follows isn't just a substitution, it's an upgrade. You've graduated from the lessons needed to discern the spiritual paths available. You chose to read the message that most would overlook, and heaven recognizes your dedication. Let me share a secret with you. God told me just before I started speaking to you to tell you that He has hidden your name in the palm of His hand, and nothing can take you from Him now. Do you understand what this means? You are sealed, protected, and in a divine holding. Even when you can't feel it, even amidst chaos, your foundation remains strong. Your name is inscribed in places no darkness can touch. That's why you faced such fierce opposition. That's why M was sent to you, not because you were weak, but because you are significant. They feared what you could become and knew your light would awaken others around you. So they tried to ensnare you with sweetness mixed with spiritual poison. But now, heaven has cleansed that away. You are being renewed from within, and when your spirit is clear, miracles can take root. Yes, miracles await you because a season of divine reversal is just around the corner. You may have thought it was finished, that your opportunity was gone, but what if I told you that it's just the beginning, and this time, nothing will stand in your way. You will see clearly now. And you will listen to your spirit the moment it whispers. You will choose peace even if it means saying no to certain people because your destiny is more significant than their comfort. Heaven is watching over you. Now that your eyes have opened and your spirit is beginning to rise, heaven is ready to reveal what has always been there, hidden behind the veil. There's one last thing I need to share about someone whose name starts with M. They are observing you. Even now, they can sense a shift in the atmosphere. They don't know precisely what's happening, but they feel you breaking free from their control and influence. They weren't just physically close, they attempted to attach themselves to your destiny. Knowing they couldn't stop God's plan for you, they aimed to delay it. But beloved, they failed because you are here now, awakening to the truth and opening your spiritual eyes. As you liberate yourself, I see the chains falling away, one by one. Fear is breaking, confusion is lifting, and manipulation is dissipating. Your inner voice is strengthening, and you will hear it more clearly now. That voice inside you that says, "This isn't right," that divine knowing urging you to walk away, don't doubt it this time. That's how God communicates with His chosen ones, sometimes through a gentle whisper. And today, that whisper transforms into a warning, not to frighten you but to prepare you. You've been granted a second chance to rebuild what Am tried to dismantle piece by piece. You will become whole again, and heaven will not only restore what was lost but multiply it. When God witnesses betrayal, He prepares a feast in the presence of your enemies, and they will watch from a distance as you thrive. They'll wonder how you regained your strength after what they did and how heaven still chose you. The answer is simple: you never stopped being chosen. Even in moments of doubt, brokenness, or confusion from their charm, God never took His hand away from you, He simply waited. He was waiting for you to open this message and remember who you truly are. You are not weak, lost, or behind. You are divinely aligned with something far greater than what you've just walked away from. Let me share what's on the horizon. Within the next 9 days, you'll receive an unexpected gift wrapped in peace. It could be a new person, an opportunity, divine guidance, a wave of healing, or a message that transforms your mindset. But it's coming. It will come because of the choice you've made to embrace clarity, light, and let go of those who no longer belong in your energy. Now heaven is responding affirmatively to you. You're entering a new chapter where your discernment sharpens, your spirit lightens, your heart is shielded, and your gifts begin to unlock. You'll notice signs more frequently, the time on the clock. Feathers, names, and numbers. You'll feel nudges guiding you toward the left instead of the right, or encouraging you to reach out to one person but not another. Even when you were confused by their charm, God never removed His hand from you. He was just waiting for this moment. Breathe slowly, close your eyes for a moment, and let the weight lift from your chest. You're not carrying that burden anymore. Heaven's archangels have been dispatched for you, surrounding your home, safeguarding your digital space, watching over your family, and clearing your path. Now, listen closely. The name Am will arise again in a conversation, in a dream, or during a quiet moment. When it does, remember this message. Don't look back. Confusion is no longer your home. You belong where peace reigns, in the timing of the divine, not in toxic cycles. You belong in God's embrace. Your future is too precious to trade for familiar pain. Your spirit will choose differently this time, and heaven will honor that choice. I see you stepping into new spaces, conversations filled with love instead of manipulation, friendships that uplift rather than drain, laughter that heals instead of harms, and a love that doesn't hide behind masks. It's closer than you realize. God has not overlooked your tears or ignored your silent prayers, even those you couldn't articulate or whispered while staring at the ceiling late at night. He has captured them all, and now He answers through this message. You are protected, free, and chosen. The one whose name begins with M can no longer obstruct what God is preparing for you. This is your confirmation. If you've been seeking a sign, this is it. Trust what you're feeling now. That stillness, that peace, that breath you just took is proof that something has finally shifted. This message reached you because God overruled all that sought to prevent it because you matter. Your future shines too brightly to allow one name to pull it into darkness. Now, you will advance with the sword of truth, the shield of clarity, the armor of discernment, and with heaven's voice guiding every step. I go before you, I will make your path straight. You are never alone. So, my dear child, cherish this message in your heart. Let it signal the start of your rise and the turning point in your life. From now on, you are no longer under M's spell but under the grace of God, and nothing can stop what's about to unfold for you. However, the gate won't open just halfway. You need to step all the way through. This message, this moment, is your spiritual act of stepping forward. I understand that letting go is challenging, especially when you've invested deeply. But let me assure you, heaven never asks you to release something without having something better already waiting for you. God is not unkind. He is carefully aligning divine order. When a door closes, it often means your true path is just down the hall. And you are currently walking through that hallway. This very message serves as that hallway, and at the end, I see someone smiling at you, a person with no hidden agendas or deceptive words. They are pure and aligned, and, most importantly, they were sent to you. They were previously delayed because M was blocking the way, but now that obstacle is being taken care of. You'll notice signs of this change unfolding in the next few hours, yes, hours, not weeks. Something unusual will occur with your phone or screen. Perhaps you'll receive a surprising message, or you might find something that was draining your energy goes quiet. Don't be alarmed, that's confirmation. It's a sign that alignment is resetting itself. You are being quietly elevated, but with a divine force. Soon, those who believed they had control over you will be astonished at how quickly circumstances shift in your favor. You will begin to notice these changes in your appearance, your feelings, your thoughts, and your surroundings. Everything will begin to clear because M had occupied too much spiritual space, but now that space is being sanctified again. My beloved, you are now standing in a moment that your future self will look back upon as the turning point. Yes, this is that pivotal moment. Although it may feel as if you are still in the same physical place. Spiritually, everything has shifted. You've just been promoted without needing anyone's approval. Heaven has signed off on something significant for you. And the M who endeavored to delay your progress will no longer have access to your destiny. I know your heart is sensitive, you wanted to believe the best in them. But you don't have to endure someone else's lesson anymore. You will rise, and they will witness your brilliance. My child, my dear one, don't trivialize the fact that you opened this message today. It is no coincidence that these words found you at this exact moment. Heaven has been orchestrating this divine encounter long before you realized something was amiss. Before you recognized the patterns. Before confusion set in, before you questioned your worth due to someone whose name begins with M. Everything has been paving the way to this very moment. You are now operating not from fear, but from spiritual truth, and truth will inevitably shake off everything false around you. So don't be surprised if certain people start to drift away. Don't be shocked if you no longer hear from those you once chased after. That's not rejection, that's divine reorganization. God is creating space, and you will no longer be surrounded by those who secretly envy you. You won't feel the need to shrink yourself just to make others comfortable. The next version of you is too powerful for that. You've been in hiding for long enough. The veil is lifting, and M cannot follow you where you are headed. What lies ahead is sacred and has been prepared in your name long before you were born. You are stepping into a space that has been waiting for your presence. The journey may be new, but your spirit has already traversed it in visions. You've dreamed about it, felt it, and sensed its arrival. And now it's happening. Let me give you a glimpse of what heaven has in store for you. You will feel a sudden surge of energy, experience an unexpected silence from those who used to distract you, receive an invitation from an unexpected person, or come across a message that opens doors for you. These occurrences are not random. They are the aftershocks of your spiritual choice to finally sever ties with what heaven has stopped blessing. When a chosen one declines to accept counterfeit energy, heaven responds by sending true blessings, and the authentic is coming to you faster than you anticipated because M had delayed it. But that delay has now lifted. The scroll has been unsealed, and your name is called in the courts of heaven. You have been found loyal, even amidst confusion, hurt, and love misdirected. And heaven does not punish a pure heart, rather, it lifts it higher. So I urge you, release M from your soul, not just your thoughts. Let them go spiritually. Their shadow should no longer hover over your name. They were meant to be in your life for a season, but that season is over. You are transitioning into a new spiritual cycle filled with fresh finances, clarity, honor, rest, and love. Yes, beloved, love is on its way, and this time it won't break you, confuse you, or drain you, it will come to heal you. But first, you must allow heaven to finish its work. There is one more spiritual task being completed with your name attached this week. That's why you've been feeling unusual energy lately. That's why your sleep has been troubled and your thoughts have been racing. Heaven is finalizing something important. It is drawing a line under everything connected to M. And when the last page is turned, you will rise, not just as you are, but transformed, cleansed, and anointed for what lies ahead. I promise you, beloved, one day you'll look back on this message and say with tears in your eyes, that was the moment I awakened. That was the moment God liberated me from delay. That was the moment my life changed forever.